luxury of being in recovery from both substance and mental health. So basically, we support you on your pathway of recovery. We also educate the community on, different recovery paths, harm reduction, Narcan training, you name it, we do it. So anything recovery related. We have something really cool coming up September 11th. Anybody here, by a show of hands, anybody going to be out of House of Hope by September 11th? Show of hands. Adesh? Anybody else? Okay, who is that? I can see a hand, but I can't see the face. I forgot your name.
I'm Big J.
Big J.
Yes.
All right, Big J. So both of you are going to be out before September 11th. Anyone else? Okay, one more person. So really cool event. It's a free event. I think you do have to pay for parking, so just be mindful. But it's in Hollywood. It's at Arts Park in Young Circle in Hollywood. So we are September 11th, 5 to 10, I believe it is. We are going to have food trucks and different tents, different organizations coming out to support the recovery movement. It's Recovery Day. We also are going to be giving out Narcan, giving out education, T-shirts, just spreading awareness to the community. We try to hit the areas that need the most support with recovery. And Hollywood, if you all are familiar, Hollywood is definitely one of them. Our people are dying out there left and right. So we're just trying to support our fellow people in recovery. Adesh, you had a question.
Can I rap? If I go to that, they'll let me rap?
Right, that's another thing. If you have any talents or anything like that, you never know. Maybe they'll have like an open mic spot or something. I could definitely ask and let you know next week.
All right.
Yeah. As long as it's family friendly, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't want to be cursing up a storm at these places because it's from people from all ages, and it is we are showcasing recovery and what recovery looks like. And I mean, I'll be honest with you, I have one of the worst mouths. I am by no means an angel with my words, but we just want to be respectful. We want Arts Park to let us back next year. Let's just say that. All right. So, for those of you who don't know who I am, like I said, my name is Maria. I am a person in long-term recovery. And what that means for me is I have not had a mood or mind-altering substance in my body since June of 2012. I also am a person living with mental health challenges. I have had struggles in the past with panic attacks, anxiety, major anxiety, crippling anxiety. But today, I have a path of recovery that works for me, and I have different tools that I use in order to combat those feelings of mental health challenges, to combat the feelings of substance use, wanting to use, glorifying drugs and alcohol, because that was my life for many years. Many years I lived in a destructive life pattern, a criminal pattern, a self-destructing, just self-sabotaging. Who can relate to that? Who here, by show of hands, can relate to self-sabotage?
Can you explain to me?
Two people? Really? Come on. Let's be real here, right? Self-sabotage is anything from thoughts to negative thoughts to, telling yourself you're stupid to, talking down to yourself, talking down to other people to make yourself feel better. All of these things are examples of self-sabotage. So if you're being honest with yourselves, I'm sure probably everybody sitting here can relate to that in some sort of way, right? If it's getting in trouble with the law because you were doing something you had to do in order to get your next one. I know that was something, big for me. I justified every single criminal behavior when I was using because I needed to do it in order to get well, in order to feel well. But the beauty is I don't have to live like that today. And neither do any single one of you. That's the beauty of recovery, is that we can change. It might not be overnight, but it will happen. Okay. Even if you have an ankle monitor on, even if you have probation, 5 years of papers ahead of you, it's not over. You can recover from that. You also can probably get off with good behavior, So, let's do a little check-in before we start. Today, we talked about last week. For those of you who weren't here, I introduced WRAP to you guys. WRAP is Wellness Recovery Action Plan. This is what it looks like, the book. And here at South Florida Wellness Network, we have a 2-day course, a class that you can take. It's called Intro to WRAP. And basically, it's an 8-hour, it's a 16-hour CEU class. You get a certificate at the end. If you ever wanted to become a peer, that is one of the requirements. So we talked about the first part of WRAP last week. And the first part of your WRAP action plan, your Wellness Recovery Action Plan, is wellness tools. So I shared with you guys a little bit about my wellness tools. But before I get into that, let's do a little check-in. I want to hear from you guys. How was your weekend? How was everybody's, did anybody get in trouble and kind of ruin it for you guys? Were you all on good behavior? Did they have anything, different for you group-wise, meeting-wise, food-wise? Anything change? Did you get a chance to have a really awesome conversation this week? Did you get a chance to read something you haven't read, to educate yourself on something? What happened this week? So I want to hear from you guys. So somebody can come up to that front chair right by Adesh. And I forgot your name, sir, right next to him.
Arthur.
Who?
Arthur,
Thank you. I hear Marco. It's terrible. I really wish we can get in there and see you guys in person, because the video for me is very difficult to hear. I can't hear to begin with, and then this just makes it so much worse. And then the mask, forget it. So, Arthur or Dash, if you want to start us off, I know you guys like to participate. Okay, we got somebody right in front.
I'm new. My name is Alfred.
Alvin?
Alfred.
Alfred.
How you
Sorry.
doing?
All right. Good morning.
I'm great. Good morning.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm blessed. My weekend was awesome. We had good groups. I could say that I'm learning a lot from it.
Good.
Learning a lot about my cognitive behaviors and ways of thinking. Learning how to make solutions instead of trying to do it myself. I can say that I'm at the best place in the world.
You can say you are?
Yes, now.
All right.
I'm a kitchen leader. I do work in the kitchen, so I pretty much been there all day. I'm like I'm at work now. It's like it's helping me work on my character and everything. So everything here is helping me in so many different ways. So I got to share.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. That was a really positive Monday morning share. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
That was awesome. Who can top that one, man? That was a real positive, uplifting share. Come on, Adesh. I know you got it in you.
My name is
Good morning.
And I had to come to realization that the House of Hope is really actually here to help us and put us on our feet and stuff like that. I'm just mad because I can't do what I want to do, but the system is not designed for me to do what I want to do, because if I do what I want to do right now, I'll have everything I want, but it won't be the right thing to do. You know what I'm saying? So I have to learn. These people are teaching me how to discipline myself from the system to here. It's frustrating because I can't do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? I have a.
What do you want to do?
I I want to do a lot of stuff right now, but I can't.
Name a few things. What are you missing out on right now?
Well, there's my family out there that if I knew I was able to leave right now, I knew I would have a amount of money on me that I'll be able to help my family. That I cannot help them right now due to ankle monitoring. I know that if they let me out this place, that I'll have a whole bunch of money. So, but I can't do nothing for my family right now, and it makes me mad. Like this morning, I was frustrated. I can't do nothing for my mom right now. My sister and everybody else is good. They got money and stuff, but I want some, you know what I'm saying? From the system to in here, it's frustrating. You know what I'm saying? But this place is actually gonna help me in the long run, because 5 years from now, this is gonna be a major impact on progressing towards a brighter future. So by the time I'm 32, now I'm 26 right now. 5 plus 26 is 31. By the time I'm 31, because look, I can't have instant gratification. By the time I'm 31, I'll be real successful. So, the House of Hope is teaching me a lot of stuff, but you know, it's all discipline. I got to be disciplined. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Good for you.
And I had a good weekend. So.
Good. No smoking, right?
Nah, I got the nicotine gum.
Ooh, I like that nicotine gum. That stuff really helped me when I was craving. So the lozenges help too. Lozenge, whatever, and you put them in between your cheek. Those are strong, boy. Those used to give me some little like I don't know what they call them, not holes, but like
you put in your mouth the square ones.
Yeah, you're supposed to put those. Yeah, you don't suck on them. You're supposed to put them in between your lip and your gums. Same with the gum. You're not supposed to chew the gum. You're supposed to put it in between.
I got the tablets, the circle tablets.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those are good. They're strong.
Yeah. It burns my mouth.
I know. Me too. That's what. Yeah, the burn. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah,
well, Dash, I want to comment really quick about what you said. Okay.
All right.
You know, you said that you would be there and you'd be having money and you'd be helping out your family and stuff. And I have news for you. And this is from my personal experience, is I had to take care of myself first. And I had to learn about myself and take care of me, because I could not be there for anybody else if I didn't take care of myself. And the reality is, I'm sure, you know, your mom probably feels this way, is that she's so happy that you are exactly where you need to be, and so happy you're safe and you're not out there on the streets and you're not in jail. And you know, I'm sure she is just sleeping good at night. So just remember that with money comes problems. What's that song? More money, more problems.
What? It frustrates me. It really does. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you know, it's called. That's where that powerlessness comes out of, or comes from. You know, that's where that self-reliance and that control comes from. It's like, yeah, you know what? It's sometimes we got to sit put and just let things happen. And unfortunately, yes, we can't be of service to everybody, but right now we're of service to ourselves. And you're right, 26 years old, at 31 years old, you could be super successful. But you're right in to say that it starts here.
Starts right here. So,
yep. Good for you. Happy to hear you're getting a lot out of House of Hope.
I gotta remember where I came from too.
Yeah.
Locked behind the cell. Now I'm eating chicken. I'm rocking fresh clothes. You know what I'm saying?
Nice. That's really awesome.
I gotta
Good for
remember
you.
where I came from.
And you're not smoking either.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
How you doing again?
Did you want to share?
I'm back again. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm feeling pretty good. I did the plane.
You want to share about your weekend?
Oh yeah, my weekend was good. Had a good time. I talked to my older daughter. She died. She'll be 26 on the 3rd. That's right around the corner. Okay, I got a video. I was the fifth.
You up?
I got video. I was the fifth. I see my mom, my daughter, and my three grands. Okay, that's another blessing. I go on August, like I told you last time I spoke to you. Yeah, August 16th. I'm not a household, you know, a blessing on that. Right? Going back home to my old girl, all my kids are in my house waiting on me. That's love.
Okay. When are you getting out?
This month on 16th.
On the 16th?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You're going to reach out to us, right?
Huh? What you say?
You're going to reach out to us, right? You're going to reach out to South Florida Wellness Network.
I'm telling y'all real talk. Not my household habits and stuff, but yeah. I'll tell you, decent, keep in touch with y'all, you know. That's
Good.
what I do, yeah. But I volunteer to go by the Innocent Creek, dude. My counselor, I got a program there on level 2. She's my counselor, she's going to court for me. She's my court defender and my lawyer all in one. And she's good. She got me on violation for preach at least 3 times. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Wow.
that's no good feeling. I just can't wait to go home, man.
I know.
I ain't been home almost 2 years, but I ain't been crazy though. Just I've been blue ball. It's clear by a year and a half, back and forth, and yeah, violence, preach out. You know, but I'm trying to go in this circle. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be useful, positive stuff. This time, I leave all that next too long. I realize what been getting me in trouble. My friends been getting me in trouble. And like I told you last time, when I get out, I'm going back to my old neighborhood where I grew up at, where I started getting all my trouble at, right? So I got to put things on my mind. I'm going to let them go. They come around and just tell I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go continue to do what y'all been doing, you know? Let me do something different in my life. Yeah, I got that plan for y'all. But I just want to come up and tell you about the dude that came with him. I just came in class. I came in late, right? So he come here and talk to y'all. Yeah, so I was doing my job. You know. I was very talkative person, but I wasn't right this job. Came out, so I broke that. Now I talk my ass off now, you know. And I be snapping. I be doing wrong though, but you know, I'm new to talking. Feel sad. You know, so I said he laughed. He said, he know it for the street. The black dude came up, he know. So yeah, I done changed a lot. I used to be buck wild, man. And he's always got me in trouble to work. Not no more,
Yeah.
but, yeah.
Just be careful. Just be careful going back home, okay? Be careful. Stick in the middle. Get to meetings. You know, if that's something you want to do, I would. If you're in Pompano, or no, sister.
No, I'm my mom and daddy for Pompano. But I went up Pompano because my son, my dad, she was a dad took myself. So I was up there for a while, but I'm back in Lauderdale now. I'm born raised.
Lauderdale? Okay, so the reason why I say that is there's a meeting house. If you guys are familiar, if you're going up to Pompano, I mean, Lauderdale's not too far from this clubhouse. It's called Serenity by the Sea. And there's a lot of really awesome, strong men in recovery in their NA meetings.
On commercial,
So-
on commercial, right?
Say again?
You got one on commercial, right?
Nope, there's one on, it's actually on Powerline and Atlantic area, McNabb.
Yeah, that's Pompano. I know where you at.
That's Pompano, yeah.
Yeah, I know where you are. Okay.
It's called Serenity by the Sea House, but I would just encourage you to stay plugged in, okay?
Yeah, I got you. I'm gonna do, but I got cousins that used to clear too. So that's why they would be come back to the class. They used to let me talk. I like talk, so I used to teach class. But you do, I tell you, I talk to people. I kind of people, any kind of people. I let them know how species, how drugs is, how stuff like you talk about. That's why I listen to, but you talk some positive stuff, right? That's why I come up with one charge you. But yeah, I ain't come to be long, but let's talk to you again, man. Yeah. Be people listen to me later on when I get out. On Zoom.
All right.
So I'll be in my room, chilling and relaxing, comfortable. We can socialize.
Well, thank you for participating. Thank you for coming out and talking and sharing your experience. And You know, it's really important that we talk to each other and we support each other in this process of recovery, because, you know, it's life or death. It really is. So I encourage you to keep it moving, keep talking about it, you know, keep sharing your feelings, and so people can support you. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you. I'm going to let someone else come up and share, and then we're going to get into the book. All right, who wants to share about their weekend? Anything you've heard differently that maybe, you know, you haven't heard before that helped you in your process of recovery? Did you get to talk to family? Did you have any challenges with it? Did you have any, you know, you get to talk to your kids for the first time? What happened this weekend? I want to hear from somebody new. Don't be scared. Come on. Don't be shy. How about somebody to the, what I think is your left, but I'm assuming it's your right, to the right of the desk, yeah. I got a whole table full of guys there, yeah. Come on, somebody come down, let's share about your week.
Somebody's coming down.
Oh, someone's coming, okay.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name?
My name is Marvin Hogan. I'm a recovering addict.
Hey, Marvin.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm all right. It's just that I've been here before, and it's dramatic change has come over the hospital. I'm hoping I can adjust, but it is not the same anymore. So
When were you there?
in like 2017.
Oh, yeah, do you remember me?
Yes, I do.
Was I your care coordinator when you were?
No, you used to do the passes and sit back in the back and do all of the passes and stuff.
Yes,
And
I remember you.
yeah, you helped me to get here. My public defender called you and told you that I was coming, and I believe you put in a word for me. I don't know. It's not too many people here that was here when I was here. It's been
No,
yeah, it's
a lot's changed, I know.
a lot.
And it's COVID.
Yeah, I think maybe it's the COVID, but the service is not as good as it used to be. So I'm having a problem. I'm trying to adjust, but like you said, maybe it's because of COVID that we're not getting the service and the attention that we used to get. None of the meetings are the same anymore. None of the clinicians are the same anymore. The BHT is dramatically changed. It's a hell of a difference. But I'm gonna make the best of it, because that's what I said I was gonna do in order to get out of probation. And so, but other than that, feels good to be here. I'm gonna try to learn from this experience and keep it moving, because I should be free this time. And as long as I stay focused, it's a lot of good things already happening for me while I'm here. So I just got to make sure that I continue to let it happen.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you for that. Thank you for sharing your struggles and your challenges, but also sharing, you know, your hopes for your future, and sharing, you know, your strengths, because it takes a lot of courage and it takes a lot of strength to accept what you can't change, and accept people for the way they are, accept the groups, accept where you're living, accept everything for the way it is, and just making it through and getting whatever you can out of the program. I think that's super important. So good for you for being able to do that.
Yeah, somebody's going to take your place.
Someone's going to take what?
Your place.
What do you mean?
Somebody's going to be able to do what you did when you was here. You was very good at making people feel positive about this stuff.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm pretty sure somebody else will come along.
They will.
Somebody's here already that I haven't met.
Yes. And you know what? You could be that voice of positivity too. All of you. All of you could be the voice of positivity for each other. No, you don't want to be?
No, I'm staying
well below the radar.
I understand that, but what I mean is if given the opportunity to share, or whenever you're in group or anything like that, especially if you see the groups going into a negative like channel, you have the power to flip it around and look at the blessings, because you just shared, you know, the blessings of what you're going through and everything. So I'm not saying you have to be this leader. All I mean is that you can be the voice of positive, even if it's just to yourself,
No,
you know?
Just being here is good enough for me. I thank you.
Okay. Thank you for sharing, Marvin.
Yes, ma'am.
Nice to see you again. It's been a while, been about 4 years almost. All right, so for those of you who weren't here last week, I want to give you an opportunity to write down a few wellness tools, okay? We talked about wellness tools, so anybody here have a piece of paper and a pen? If you guys can get it, if somebody doesn't have it, raise your hand. If you don't have a piece of paper and a pen in front of you, please raise your hand. Okay, so can somebody help out our brother there? Dang, I forgot your name. Alfred. I'm good. I thought it was Alvin and you laughed. So now I know it's Alfred.
That's Alvin the Chipmunk.
That's Jeepers Creepers over there.
Alvin the Chipmunk.
What? I wish I could hear y'all's jokes, because I can't hear it and I miss it, and then it's not funny anymore.
I said that's Jeepers Creepers talking to you over there.
There you go. Be like that.
That's Jeepers
What?
Creepers talking to you over there.
Who was?
Right there, raising his hand.
I forgot his name. Alvin. That's Alvin?
No, that's Jeepers Creepers.
Jeepers Creepers?
Remember the movie? Jeepers Creepers?
Of course, I love that movie. Why are you
That's
calling
right now.
Jeepers?
And he's grimming. He can't get where he multiply. He's a grimming.
You guys are so funny. All right, so we talked about wellness tools last week, and we also talked about making a list, making a might-do list and a must-do list. So did we share, let me write down, I put a note in my calendar on what we needed to talk about today. So let me see. Talk about wellness tools and daily plan. Okay, so we were gonna share our wellness tools, but also we were gonna share what our daily maintenance plan looks like, the must-do and the might-do lists, okay? So thank you. Thank you for doing that. Okay, Big J, right?
That's me, yeah.
All right, so we talked last week, for those of you who weren't here, wellness tools are things that you do in order to stay well. They can be as simple as listening to music, working out, eating healthy, eating cookies. I mean, that's a big wellness tool for me, man. Last night I was stressed and dessert it took me out of my stress. So it could be coffee, it could be prayer, meditation. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a few minutes, especially for the ones that weren't there, and whoever wants to add to their wellness toolbox, let's take a minute to do that, okay? So anybody have any questions about what wellness tools are and what to write down? Okay, take a few minutes, write down what you do to stay well. And this is for your knowledge. We don't have to share about it, but I want to share about the list, because we did wellness tools last week, but I want to talk about the list. So let's do wellness tools, take a minute, and then we're going to get into our lists, okay?
man.
All right. So we got a few wellness tools down, right? You figured out there's certain things. What I encourage you guys to do is throughout the week, seek out things that, maybe try something different. If it's 5 minutes of meditation, if it's reading something that you have maybe been putting off reading or that you wouldn't think to read. If it's doing some work in your MRT book or whatever other books they have you guys doing, whatever other activities they have you doing, I encourage you to, try it out. And if it's something that's part of your wellness, put it down, put it in your toolbox. Okay. The second part is a daily maintenance plan, and it consists of 2 lists. We talked about this last week. What things that you must do every day in order to stay well, and things that you might do. Okay, your must-do list can consist of, for me, it is I must get enough sleep at night. That's big for me, right? I must sleep. Good. I mean, good for me is 7 hours or more. Well, 6.5 hours or more. I must drink my coffee in the morning. I do not wake up without coffee. And I know you guys don't have the strongest coffee there, but think about when you do have strong coffee, right? Think about when you do have your favorite drink or something. What else? On my must-do list, I must brush my teeth and wash my face. Okay. When I was out using and drinking and destructive whatever, there was times where that was a big struggle for me, was to brush my teeth. Okay. I'm just being honest with you guys. I have a lot of dental work because I neglected my hygiene. I neglected myself. And there was times where I didn't sleep well. There's times where I stayed up for days on end. I mean, all these things, I think about what recovery looks like and what wellness looks like. And I try to do things every day in order to maintain that wellness. Well, let me just rephrase that. I do things every day in order to maintain that. So another example for me, my must do, I must pray every day. I must do my readings, journal and pray. My first few years in recovery, I didn't have that ritual. I could not discipline myself enough to sit there. I wanted to do that, but I didn't have it. I wasn't motivated enough, right? Now I do it every day and forget it. If I don't do that every day, I'm off. Things that I might do every day. I also work out at least 10 to 15 minutes a day. So that's another one. But things that I might do, I might go to a meeting. Okay. I might talk to somebody about what's going on in my life. So if you want to write down your must do and your might do lists, you can do you could do it like a T. Your must do is on one side, your might do is on another. And just think about it. Think about things that you don't do every day, but you do in order to maintain that wellness. It could be something too, like I might get a tattoo. I don't know about you guys, but if I had the money, that would be some therapy sessions for me. Tattoo therapy or ink therapy, whatever they call it, right? But I don't have money like that. So I have to resort to other things. But think about it. I want to give you guys a couple minutes. We did it last week, but for those of you who weren't here, I encourage you to write some stuff down, okay? Do your might do and must do list, and then we're going to talk about it. All right, I'm going to give you guys like a minute and a half. Any questions on these lists? All right.
Wow. You got something hanging off your wheelchair, bro. Thank you.
All right, who wants to share their must do and their might do list? All right, come on down. I'm going to call you Alvin just to mess with you.
Okay. And I'm gonna call you Thelma. Just to mess with you.
Do I look like Thelma?
No, I'm just messing with you. You ready?
Yes.
I put clean.
Okay.
Right.
These are your must do and might do lists?
This just must do. I don't like.
Okay,
I
this
don't
is your
like
must
might
do list.
do's. I like must do. Brush my teeth, shower, wash my face, put on deodorant, groom once or twice a week.
All right. So grooming, is that an everyday thing for you?
I guess whenever I can. I'm not in the spot.
Yeah. So I would just encourage you. Maybe that's your might do list. Because for me, that's a might do. I might shave. I might, you know what I mean. But definitely, you're right. I forgot about putting deodorant on. That's definitely a must do, especially in this Florida heat, boy.
Yeah.
Good one. Oh, I like perfume too. That's a good one. Well, I know you guys can't have cologne there, right?
Nah.
Yeah. But think about it. Think about when you're out. What do you do when you're out of there? When you're on your own, you know? You can put down those
smelling
things.
good, lotion, you know.
Yeah. Oh, you lotion? Good for
Yeah.
you.
I do it all.
That's great. I can never get my husband to put lotion on. He's like,
That's
"You
a girl
itches."
thing. They say
Yeah,
it's
he's
a
like,
girl.
my skin itches. I'm like, put some damn lotion on.
Yeah, so that's
Awesome. Good for
You
you.
want to hear my wellness tools? I don't know if you wanted to hear that or not.
If you yeah, come on, share.
Number one, I put staying busy because it helps me not think too much.
Oh, Mom.
I put number two, reading to help my mind focus on something else. Exercise to help keep me away from etc. I put etc.
Absolutely.
Number four, sleep so I don't have to deal with the urge. Number five, take walks to calm my right now urge down.
So it sounds like a lot of coping skills for when urges of wanting to use come up, huh?
Yes.
That's awesome. Good.
Yeah.
Well, I would encourage you think outside the box a little bit too. Think about things that maybe aren't related to coping. Maybe they're just things you do like music or, do you like reading at all?
Yes, I tend to read sometimes.
Okay, so reading, just little stuff. Here, let me give you some examples too. Maybe this, because it is good. It's good that you have these coping skills and everything. But next week we're going to talk about triggers, and that is something. These are things that are going to be your action plan. The things that you're naming right now on how to combat the feelings of wanting to use.
Yeah.
Those are part of an action plan that we're going to talk about next week. I mean, it's all good, but it's also, you're ahead of the game. Let me show you. Let me read a little bit about. Okay. Here's some wellness tools: meditation, reflection. Like you said, reflection's a wellness tool for you, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Writing letters, that could be a wellness tool. 12-step meetings,
Okay.
making a meal. You like cooking, right?
I like to eat.
Cooking's a huge wellness
Yeah.
tool for me. Oh my gosh. Cleaning,
Yeah, I like to clean. I love it.
me too. Yeah, write them down. Talking with peers, taking a nap. I know they don't let you really nap there, do they?
Hell no.
Hell no. What about the weekends? Do you guys get a chance to, do they let you in the apartments or your rooms?
We don't have 1,000 groups on the weekend, you know.
Oh, that's what I thought. You have a little break, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I know it's difficult, but you know what? You guys are right where you need to be. So thank you for being so open-minded.
So you want somebody else now?
Yeah, let's get one more person and then we're gonna move on to the next one.
All right, Thelma.
Thank you. Thanks for sharing.
All right, you're welcome.
Them all good times.
Who's next?
I don't think nobody wants to come up.
Who wants to share about their must-do and their might-do lists?
Well, since I don't think.
All right, thank you, Adesh.
I said I'll stay. Must do. I stay sober because if I relapse, I'll be messed up.
Good point. That's a big one. I forgot about that. That's so simple but so profound.
And then I gotta sleep good, and I work out on a daily basis. 3 times a day is a must. So that way, when I get older, I'll still be. You know what I'm saying? So work out.
Yeah, that's good. It won't be so difficult.
And then I gotta stay fresh too. So groom, and I got my barber right here. And then
All right.
And then I might, cause I don't run every day, but I run, to keep my health up. So I might run, but when I don't know why, when I get mad, I start rapping. That's what I do when I get mad.
That's a wellness tool for you is rapping.
Yeah, I start making a whole bunch of music when I get mad.
That's awesome. So you write music, that's great. So that will probably be on your might do list, right?
Yeah. Hey, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Do you have enough people on your caseload? Or can you add some people to your caseload?
As of right now, I am full.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm. But what we are doing is we are encouraging you guys that if you want a peer specialist with our agency, that when you get out, that you connect with us and that we will assign you somebody. We will hopefully have enough room to where we can assign you within 24 hours of you getting out. Okay.
All right.
So if you want somebody to walk this path of recovery with you that has experience in recovery, that whatever, that's how you're gonna obtain a peer.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
But Adesh, when you get out and everything, you come to that event and I'll be there. So just seek me out.
All right.
Okay. I don't need to be your peer.
Yeah,
I could be your,
my counselor.
Yeah,
All right,
no.
We'll see.
No. So let me explain what the difference is, because I know there's some confusion on what peer support means. And the difference between us and a counselor is that we're not a counselor, okay? We're not clinical. We don't hold master's or bachelor's degrees. What we hold is lived experience with recovery, and we just walk this path with you on a mutuality level, okay? So yeah, you can share stuff with us, but it's more of, we're not gonna, I don't want to say solve your problems, but we don't offer that clinical advice. You know what I mean? I seek therapy on my own. I seek counseling for somebody, with somebody for my marriage, for my friendships, for my recovery, all that stuff, right?
Right.
But that's totally different. She's she holds a master's degree and all that stuff. So we're qualified, but we're not qualified like that. You know what I mean?
I understand.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe somebody else will share.
Yeah, thank you. Arthur, you want to share?
Go ahead, man.
Hello. Where's your toolbox, or where's your must-do or might-do lists?
You do it.
Must do, might do.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. You did them last week, right?
Oh, yeah.
I did it
All
last
right.
week.
What's on your what must you do every day in order to stay well?
Listen to music, watch TV, take a walk.
Okay.
Might do is play cards, read a book, meditate,
Play cards, what was that?
read a book.
All right. Are you in anything good right now?
No,
No? All right, that's okay.
it's all right.
Where are you from? You have an accent.
I'm from Fort Lauderdale.
Really? Oh, I totally thought I heard a New York accent or something.
Got that mask on.
It's from the Mass?
Yeah, I'm from the Mass.
Ah, man, I can't hear worth a damn.
Yeah, I'm from Lauderdale, Meadows.
Okay.
Oh, 19 Street.
All right. So thank you for sharing. Did you want to share about anything else? Anything over the weekend? Anything happened that's exciting that you want to share with the group?
The weekend was cool and whatnot. You know, I'm just raised to having thoughts and whatnot of leaving and getting high and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
You did or you didn't?
No, I haven't enough. No, I'm saying I'm starting to have thoughts of that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, sure.
I think it's because of my medication and whatnot. I don't know. I gotta re-up on my medication.
You stopped taking your meds?
No, I didn't stop taking them. I haven't started taking them since I got out of jail. I'm taking the ones issued that I was issued in jail. Whatnot.
Okay, and you're waiting on Little House to see the doctor and everything?
No, I'm waiting on Henderson.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm waiting on Henderson.
okay.
Yeah.
I know the feeling. It sucks.
Yeah, it ain't all that good.
No, but you're right where you need to be, and you're talking about it.
I guess you could say that, yeah.
You know, they say if you talk about your problems, it cuts that problem in half. Meaning you verbalize it, you share about it, and it no longer has that much power over you. Do you know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I encourage you to keep sharing about it because we all been there. We all might even be going through it right now. Who here by a show of hands, and let's be honest here, I want Arthur to see, who can relate to him. Who here has thought about using just in the past week? Look behind you.
Yeah, I see him.
Okay? You're not alone, right?
Yeah.
You're not alone. That's the beauty of recovery. We're not alone in this.
I mean, it's not that I'm trying to recover. I'm really not trying to recover right now. It's just I'm not trying to leave the program.
You're trying to make it day by day.
Yeah, I'm not trying to leave the program.
Right.
I'm not ready to recover.
I understand that too.
Okay.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Like I'm still gonna get high when I leave.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You're smirking because you got your friends behind you saying, it's probably not a good idea. But
it messes you up more. You know what I'm saying? Trying to force yourself to quit. You know what I'm saying?
I understand that.
Mentally more.
I want to tell you something my sponsor told me very early on, because I had a really hard time believing that I was going to stay sober, and also believing that I wasn't going to have fun. Like I really thought I wasn't going to have fun in sobriety, all this stuff, right? And I had reservations to use. I just wanted to drink. I didn't want to, do the hard drugs, but oh man, I just wanted to have those couple beers, right? So my sponsor would tell me, why don't you tell yourself, I'm not going to use today, I'm going to use tomorrow. And then when you wake up, you say, I'm not going to use today, I'm going to use tomorrow. And then the next day, and it was like a psyching me. It helped me because it psyched me out. And then the next morning I go, all right, I'm not going to use today, I'm going to use tomorrow. So it was almost like I by the grace of God, I did not use yet, you know, and it's been a few years, but I don't know. I don't know if that helps out, but it kind of psychs our mind to believe that it's not that we're not going to use again, but we're just not going to use today. You know what I mean? I know you got to complete this program for whatever reason you have to complete it.
Yeah.
And I know you don't want to stop using. Majority of us never want to stop using because we didn't, you know, we used because it was fun, right? We had fun. We had parties. We had, well, I'll speak on a man's perspective. You had women, you had money, you had whatever, right?
Yeah. Keep talking.
That stuff's hard to put down. It's hard to give up, right?
I mean, it's not
But
hard. It's not hard to give up. You know what I'm saying? It's just I'm not finna play with myself. I'm not finna play with myself. I still want to go out there and have fun.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? However you wanna put it. You know what I'm saying? I've been in this program in and out since I was 18, and I tried the I'm gonna stay sober, but it's mentally fucks you up mentally. You know what I'm saying? It puts a lot of stress on you. You know what I'm saying? When you're not ready, the program tell you you're not gonna stop until you're ready.
Right.
Until you hit that bottom or so, if that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like since 18 you've been hitting some sort of bottoms though. You know, it sounds like the using, it doesn't get any better. It sounds like it just kind of in and out.
Yeah, but obviously it's not a bottom, because if it was a bottom, I'll be ready. I'll be on that. You know what I'm saying? Being clean, AA, NA, strong, heavy. You know what I'm saying? But obviously I haven't hit my bottom. You know what I'm saying?
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be, you know, but I just encourage you, I want to leave you with this, okay? I encourage you to not allow prison to be your bottom. Don't allow overdose to be your bottom. Don't allow, you know, somebody, you know, dying in front of you to be your bottom, because everybody's bottom looks different. I still had a house. I still could use in my house. I had, you know, I could still get my money and do whatever I could do to get the next one. I didn't have jail or anything hanging over my head. So, you know, but for me, I couldn't live the pain of that anymore, you know? And you're right. Maybe the pain is not great enough for you to say, you know, my consequences don't really outweigh, you know, for me, my consequences emotionally outweighed the fun of using. You know what I mean? Emotionally, I just didn't, I didn't want to live like that anymore. And maybe you're not there yet, and that's okay, you know, but I would just encourage you to not think so much as you have to have this bottom that people talk about, because that's not always the case. You know what I mean?
Some worse than others.
Say again?
Some worse than others.
Yeah, exactly. Some are worse than others. You're right.
Right.
You know, but you just hang in there and take it day by day.
That's it.
Nobody's telling you have to do, you know, you have to stay sober. I mean, I'm sure people tell you that, but it's like, you know, in your mind and heart that you can use any time. You can go out and, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But maybe look at your goals and look at what's ahead of you.
I can leave anytime I want to, you know what I'm saying? So
right. What's hanging over your head though if you leave?
What's hanging on my head? Getting locked up again.
Okay, so getting locked up. How long?
I don't know, about 3-4 months.
Okay.
That's a long ass time to be in
I guess depending on the charge you get.
I don't catch no new charge like that. I just get violated. I get violated.
Like me from
No. I get that, but think about in that violation. Think about what you would get stopped for, and what maybe if you had something on you, whatever. That's another charge. So you would get charged.
I get stopped because I'm black, man.
No, come on.
I get stopped because I'm black and young, man. Gee, shit, I already know. I've been out of jail about 50, 60 times, man, already. For petty shit, just because I'm black. I mean, yeah,
Okay.
I've been violating a lot, yeah. I've been violating a lot, but it's mostly because I'm a black man.
So let me ask you, when they pick you up, are they putting charges that you didn't commit? Are they putting that on your record? Is it false of what you're getting arrested for?
No, it's not false. None of it's false.
Okay.
None of it's false. You know what I'm saying? It's just that I happen to have shit on me.
You're more of a target. I think you're saying that you're more of a target, maybe where you're hanging out, maybe. But listen, I can't relate on that level because I'm a white female. So I don't want to get into that portion of it. But what I will say is that whenever I got pulled over or whenever I got stopped, whenever I got arrested, it was because I was doing the wrong thing. That's just me. And sometimes I wasn't doing the wrong thing and I would still get stopped.
You get stopped. I just be walking down the street.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where are you going, sir? What the fuck you mean?
Yeah.
Where am I going?
I get it. A lot of us get targeted.
Well, unfortunately, I have a warrant at the time. I would have a warrant at the time. So I don't know how you want to. I don't know how you want to put that, but I see it. I'm black.
Okay.
I'm black 24/7, man.
All right. Well, listen, I would say this. The only thing I could say, because we got to wrap up the group, is that if we're doing the next right thing, we don't have anything hanging over our head. All of this, that's freedom. That is the freedom of recovery. And I will tell you, there's people of your color, there's men that are in recovery that don't get stopped anymore. Okay, you can ask them. They don't get stopped because they're doing the next right thing. But we'll save that for next group, okay?
All right.
Arthur, thank you for sharing. I really appreciate it. Thank you for coming up and sharing your experience. And we'll talk soon, okay, guys?
All right.
We'll see you Thursday at 9:15.
All right.
All right? Thank you, guys. We'll talk about stressors next week. I think it's a great topic.
All right.
Bye.
Yo.
Hey, Arthur, close that laptop right there, please. Right there on the chair to your right.
All right.